Hello and good evening to all our viewers. A very warm welcome to all of you on the 58th episode of Glyphs. It's an absolute pleasure to have all of you with us on this episode.
To all our guests, please type in the chat box where are you from and what's your passion. Today's performance is by Vijay and Hemant. We will begin shortly. Till then, enjoy the opening act by Aniket Gundewar. He's going to perform Yaman Rag on his guitar. Enjoy. Hello and a very good evening to all our viewers from Pune, Bengaluru, Delhi, Amchi, Mumbai, Vienna, and from across the globe. They say happiness is largely an attitude of mind and of viewing life from the right angle. Both our guests view this beautiful life through the angle of their unique passions. So stay tuned as we talk to our guests today, one a passionate biker and the other a passionate accordion player. Audience, we shall be recording this episode for quality purposes. Glyphs essentially means the representation of a character. And what better way there is to identify what a person truly is than to observe what he or she loves from within? That's why the name Glyphs. It also stands for being a symbol that represents something beyond the face value. The three symbols or the three glyphs that you saw in the logo represent what the concept is all about. They stand for create, connect, and express, or CCE as we fondly call it. Like we all know, passion matters. Glyphs is a channel where you indulge in identifying the passion created within you, connect with each other, and openly and ingeniously express your thoughts and passions. The purpose of this channel is to create a community of like minded people who share a common drive for passion. Passion is the force that motivates you to achieve success and happiness to build a better life. It is something that allows you to be inherently yourself. Your passions can be singing, photography, painting, playing an instrument, or even as something as collecting items, cycling, or even sports. This might be something that you're not necessarily doing as your work. In fact, it is better if you have a passion that helps you unwind and enjoy your own company. The Glyphs community is meant to encourage us to keep pursuing our passions. It is a global community who sees, learns, and appreciates the things we do. It is also an avenue where you can showcase your own passion and also be inspired to explore a new passion. You know you got it, we know you got it, let the world know you got it. And that's exactly what we are here to do: create, connect, and express. A warm welcome again on this lovely Sunday evening. We are your hosts. I'm Parag Vartak, and we have Kavita Avasthi. And it is an absolute pleasure to welcome all of you to the 58th episode of this wonderful channel where we showcase your passion. Audience, while we talk to our guests, do keep the chat box alive with your comments and appreciation. And to the viewers on Facebook, we're listening to you too. So please feel free to put your comments on our Facebook page, which is live right now. The Glyphs CCE show has recently celebrated a milestone of completing 50 episodes, and we're overwhelmed with the response from all the well-wishers across India and more than 38 countries. We have touched lives of so many people, brought happiness to so many people, and given them an opportunity to openly share their passion with a free mind on this channel, irrespective of the age or place or culture. We wish to touch the lives of many more people out there who are waiting for an opportunity like this, friends. And for this, we're now building a larger team with a better infrastructure so that we can reach out to everyone in all corners of the world and bring that inner happiness that one gets by sharing the passion. So, friends, if you have liked the episodes, the experience, and the concept, we're now open to have your financial support to build a stronger platform than ever before. Your financial support, however big or small, is extremely valuable to us. You'll be able to see a GPay number as well as a QR code on your screens right now for any contributions that will enable us to take this beautiful concept forward. So our first guest for today is Vijay Kerkar. Vijay is a certified NLP coach along with being a soft skill trainer. He also owns and runs his own tourism business, but he is very passionate biker. Although he started his biking career only 5 years ago, at a very young age of 50, he has covered a lot of miles already and created thousands of memories. Vijay has taken an inspiration from his role model in biking, Mr. Satilal Patil, who completed his journey on motorbike, 7 countries, and returned to India in one single journey. That too, all by himself. What a role model to have. Fantastic. Vijay has completed rides like Pune, Varanasi, Pune, Pune, Halli Hospet, Pune, Jammu, Leh, Chandigarh, the West Coast ride, Kutch to Kanyakumari to Pune, East Coast from Kanyakumari to Kolkata. Which his proudest creation is his research paper published in Mumbai's university on temples and other unknown stones which he explored and recorded. But his proudest moment in biking is when he rode his bike at Khardungla top, the highest motorable road in the world in Ladakh 2017 during his Ladakh bike ride. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the passionate biker, the ever young Vijay Kerkar.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to Glyphs CCE, Vijayji.
Thank you.
Vijayji, you have indeed proved the saying that age is just a number by picking up on your passion for biking. So I have to ask this. I mean, why biking? That too at this age?
Age is no bar for the biking, as I said. But to know more about your country, to know more about your country's culture, geography, then history, then maybe some local festivals, then biodiversity, and many other things which only can be judged uh, with your bike. With bike only you can stop anywhere. You can see the place. You can mix with the people in many various places.
That's very true. That's very true. Now, Vijayji, I've heard the words like Kashmir, say Kanyakumari in one of the Bollywood songs, but you have actually done Kanyakumari, say Kolkata during your East
Yes,
Coast journey. So we would actually
yes.
love to hear about it from you.
Yeah, that journey consisting of say about 3,600 or 4,000 kilometers odd, and we started from Kanyakumari. Then from Madurai we reached to Pondicherry, and from Pondicherry to again Vizag, that is Visakhapatnam, and then finally visiting to Bhubaneswar and all other nearby places like Konark, Puri, and all other heritage places. We reached to Kolkata. So it is about say 4,000 kilometers. So this is what we are seeing Kanyakumari. We started from Kanyakumari from here. Then all the way to say Rameswaram, then Mahabalipuram, then we also visited this Pondicherry and Madurai temple, and of course we tested many type of food, very beautiful food, beautiful lunch, beautiful breakfast on the way, local breakfast, maybe Keralite breakfast, maybe Tamil Nadu breakfast, maybe Andhra or Odisha and the same. So this is what we are were at Vizag. Then we also visited Konark. We had some beautiful sweets on the way to Odisha. Then we also visited this Katak Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose's birthplace. Also Jagannath Puri, and finally by traveling through this Chilka Lake, we reached to Kolkata.
Wow. Now, Vijayji, how long was this whole journey? How many kilometers would it be?
It would be around say 3,700 to 4,000 kilometers.
Okay, so let's
And
say 4,000
journey
kilometers.
for yeah 3,700 to 4,000 roughly. I can say you can say it as a 3,700 kilometers actually. Because we used to roam around inside the coastal line also, so that we haven't calculated. So that is the answer.
Right.
And
So,
secondly,
what was your experience at every 1,000 kilometers? I'm sure everything used to change.
yeah,
Um,
if you go on bike after every 100 kilometers, language gets changed, area gets changed, culture gets changed, geography gets changed, history gets changed, everything. Personalities get changed, attire gets changed, food, then quality of food, variety of food gets changed, crop gets changed. So this is what happens uh, to the whole of the journey. It is not restricted for 100 kilometers, but even after 1,000 kilometers or so, you could see many changes happening on the way, on the go, and you can really enjoy all these changes while biking.
Wow. Any particular place you want to share it to all our audience on that particular journey from Kanyakumari to Kolkata? Any particular place you would like to share about?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. We were on the way to from we can say Visakhapatnam to Kolkata. Uh, in between, we were on the Chilka Lake. So we took a traverse and went to from the coastal level. That is, as far as possible, we used to travel from the shore, near to the seashore. We could see the seashore. And at the Chilka Lake, the road got ended. So then we had to, put our bike to the ferry boat. So this was a solid experience, I could say, because about 40 to 50 two-wheelers they were loaded on that particular ferry boat, plus 100 and more people. So this was solid experience because literally it was the boat become heavy and literally we were scared whole of the journey. 1.5 hours we were on that boat, and again we reached to the another shore, and then we started our bikes and moved further. It's a beautiful experience.
Must have been some experience with all the motorbikes in the boat and the boat being quite heavy. Now, on the same journey, is there any particular cuisine you loved it or you want to talk about it from your
Yeah, definitely.
Kanyakumari to Kolkata
Cuisine,
journey?
that is what I told now. Every after 100 kilometers, cuisine changes. So sometimes we get very beautiful, Kerala style dosas, then Kerala style, we can say appam, and many more, their own recipes, local recipes. Name also I cannot tell you, but beautiful recipes we tested on the whole of the route. And of course, at Odisha, it is a city of sweets, and many, that is rasgulla, then gulab jamun, tempting shop. We really had a very good time eating all the places, different areas.
That's very true. Now, while you're on your bike, on the road, nice wind blowing through. Share us your experience about different sounds of nature, what you get to hear. So we would love to know what are things you pick up on the way.
See, one thing is there when we are on our bike and we are biking, our bikes are on. Really, we just cannot hear any of the noise. But yes, when we are off our bike, definitely we could hear some beautiful whistle calls of birds and very good songs by the localites. They are singing on our journey to Chilka Sarovar, Chilka Lake. There was a person. He was singing in the ferry boat in a very difficult and different style of his song, maybe Bengali song, but we were not understanding. But yes, whatever melodious was there, he was, along this one instrument, he was, singing. So we found it very happy and very beautiful moment that yes, we could hear some West Bengal song from a ferry boat person.
Wow, that's so lovely to hear your experiences about the journey from Kanyakumari to Kolkata. That is absolute brilliant. Now, to all the audience today, we have a very different kind of quiz because at Glyphs CCE, we are always trying to bring you something different. Now, today's quiz is going to be a very informational and educational quiz to all the biking lovers and biking enthusiasts out there. So let's get on with the first question. To all the bike enthusiasts and biking lovers, what will you do for the relief of back pain during biking? Let's see who can give us the right answer. You can type your answers in the chat box. Yep, stretching, yes. Lakshmikant, yes. That is correct. So obviously, step down from your bike after every hour or so and stretch out for 5 to 8 minutes and back onto your bikes again. So the second question, what will you do to keep yourself fresh and awake during biking? Coffee, yes. That's very true of work. Coffee is one of the things. But yes, Puvaja, water and Medha, yes, keep hydrated. That is fantastic. Yes, because you have to keep yourself hydrated and drink ample of water after every hour of biking, and also make sure you splash some water on your face so that you are awake all the time. So the next question: what will you do when you're biking at high altitude? Yes, Vasudevan, yes, and you indeed answered the previous questions as well. So yes, brilliant. Mela, so the question is, what will you do when you're biking at high altitude? Yes, we've a lot of answers coming in, and Vijay sir, would you mind answering this particular quiz question about what will you do when you're biking at high altitude?
Yeah, definitely. Because see, on high altitude, there is a very low level of oxygen. So, if you could deep breathe time to time, it will help you to keep your oxygen level up. And also, you need to drink water even if you don't feel thirsty. After every say 100 kilometers or every after an hour or so, you should drink some water and keep your body hydrated.
Super. So you've heard it from the master. So on to the last question today. What are the benefits of biking? To all the audience, to all the biking lovers, I'm sure you guys will be able to come up with loads of benefits of biking. Yes, Rajendra, of course, keeping fit and having fun is the core of it. So that is brilliant. Yes, it is a refreshing break from your daily lives. And of course, you get to enjoy nature. Yes, Lakshmikant, that is true. Yes, yes, Padmanabha, it is. Yes, absolutely. All of you guys are getting it absolutely right. So obviously, you do understand. You get to understand different cultures, different geography, different people. You get to meet different people. You can hear different languages, eat different food, and loads of other things which you can do while you're biking. So thank you, audience, for the lovely response to all the questions which we had today. So back to you, Vijayji. The journey which I'm going to ask you about is like the dream of any biker out there, the heaven, Leh Ladakh. Can you please share your experience of your Leh Ladakh bike ride with all our audience today?
Yeah, definitely. We actually started from Jammu, then Jammu to Srinagar, then to Kargil, Leh, Khardungla top, which is the highest motorable route in the world. That is what earlier said. Then we went to Diskit, then Pangong Lake, a beautiful lake, like a heaven on the earth. You could see this photograph. A very beautiful place. And again, from Pangong to back to Leh, and from Leh to Manali, we traveled, and from Manali to Chandigarh, and from Chandigarh back to Pune. This was a journey, say about again 3,500 kilometers or more than that. Yeah, this is also a very beautiful slide you are seeing. Breakdown Jugaad. One of our biker's bike has got some difficulty with this handle. So actually, on the from the stand, it slept out on the stand, and that handle broken. So in between our journey, it was broken in Leha. So then we literally tightened it up with a nylon rope, which you could see in the slide, and we fitted it once again very firmly, and then he completed his journey till Delhi on that same particular setting.
Now that is some jugaad to do at such a treacherous
Such an altitude, yeah, such an
yeah,
altitude.
absolutely,
Because
absolutely.
sometimes it is very difficult to even to take out your bullet from the stand or put it on the stand bag because of the low level of oxygen. It is literally troublesome sometimes.
Wow, but you guys managed it beautifully well. So again, yeah, that's what all the jugaad is about. So Vijay, for all the biking enthusiasts today, I would request you to share your expertise and thoughts about riding techniques.
Oh, very beautiful question. Actually, riding techniques, most of the bikers, they know riding techniques, but those who don't know are those who are, amateur or new bikers. For them, I would like to say that avoid speeding whenever you are biking. Drive with a constant, consistent speed, and then have a break at least after every 1 hour or after every 100 kilometers. Step down from your bike, stretch it out your body for at least 5 minutes, and then once again ride it on. Then also I have told that you should keep on deep breathing all the time. So this will help to gain oxygen, and it will keep you fit, and your brain also it will be fit with the help of this deep breathing. So deep breathing is very very important. Then also I told that drink ample water after every hour or after every 100 kilometers. You have to drink water. Because unless and until, yeah, sometimes you don't feel to drink water because you don't feel thirsty in case of Leh Ladakh because there is cold. But your body always gets dehydrated. Even if you drive with your suit, with your safety guard, but your body gets literally dehydrated. So you must rehydrate your body with water. You should have water after every interval. This is what I would like to tell to the newcomer, that drive carefully, drive with a consistent speed, then avoid speeding, avoid race, avoid drink and drive, avoid smoke and drive, and have a safe backing.
Superb. There you have it, audience. The tips and tricks from the ever young, passionate biker, Vijay Kerkar. Thank you so much, Vijayji, for helping us with all your experiences which you have had over all the rides which you have had till now. And those tips and tricks at the end are very, very useful. So once again, thank you so much, Vijayji, for coming on Glyphs CCE. Audience, do not go anywhere because we have an awesome picturesque and melodious finale planned for you. We call it the Glyphs Jugalbandi. But before that, over to Apurva Khare, who is going to share how each one of you can also become a part of our ever-growing channel, Glyphs. Over to you, Apurva.
Thank you, Parag. We've just heard Vijay talk about his passion today. In the same manner, all of us also have different passions that we love to do. Maybe painting, theatre, cooking, or even collecting postcards. Glyphs CCE is a channel that provides you a platform to take this passion of yours across the globe. We currently have our viewership over 37 countries across the globe. Let us have a quick poll. Could we have the poll, please? So, your passion got you here. What will be your next step? I would like to perform or talk about my passion on an episode of Glyphs CCE. I would like to refer a friend or relative to perform or talk about their passion on an episode of Glyphs CCE. Or I would like to become or refer someone to become a production partner. For all our viewers on Facebook, please comment option 1, 2, or 3 and we will get back to you. I'm going to give everybody 5 seconds to finish the poll. So here we have the results. 61% wish to perform on our channel. Wow, I'm absolutely looking forward to it. You can now see the phone number and email ID on the screen. So join us on the Glyphs CCE channel, the place where every passion finds a home. Before I hand it over to our host, let me take this opportunity to thank Parag Vartak, a software developer by profession and a theatre artist by passion. He owns and runs Parag Theatre Productions, which is soon coming up with a web series. Thank you, Parag, for being such a brilliant host. I would also like to thank our dear host, Kavita Avasti, a fashion designer who owns and runs her own boutique Poshak for the past 26 years. Thank you, Kavita, and over to you.
Thank you, Apurva, and a very good evening to everyone. This is your host, Kavita Avasti, and now it's time to enter the magical world of music, a world which has been a passion for our guest for over 40 phenomenal years. Hemant Urdhvareshe, who received his accordion lessons from his inspiration, his guru, Sri Suhas Chandra Kulkarni, from 1977 to 1981, and he's been following it religiously since then. Not only does he play the accordion, but also the keyboard, the harmonium, mouth organ, banjo, and the flute. The love for this passion has led him to experiment and play songs on the accordion which normally no one expects on such a Western instrument. For example, Totsa Chandrama Nabhata, Sakhi Mand Zhalyat Taraka. He participated in Sangeet Samrat in 2017 and India's Got Talent in 2012. Hemant has created a collection in a CD of his own recordings, Life with Accordion, which has all his own music tracks created by him on the keyboard and song leads on his Roland digital accordion. This CD was published with blessings from his guru and inspiration, Sri Suhas Chandra Kulkarni. And here is a photograph of that occasion. Actually a mechanical engineer, he is also a very good computer programmer and plays reasonably good chess. In case his friends Prashant Khandekar and his guru Sri Suhas Chandra Kulkarni are here in the audience, Hemant would specially like to welcome them for this episode today. So audience, today we are going to get the pleasure of listening to some beautiful melodies recreated on the accordion. Interestingly, the song from each movie that Hemant will be playing today has some incident or something which is related to that film which has been done for the first time in that movie. I'm going to share some of these incidences with you. Let's see if you can guess the name of the movie. Starting with the first one. This movie was Bollywood's first reincarnation and so-called gothic horror film. This was also the first Hindi ghost film to have a song which became the so-called identity of the film. This became a trend and was followed in other suspense or ghost films such as Madhumati, Wo Kaun Thi, and Mera Saya. Also another first, it was the first film of Kamal Amrohi as director and also the first film of Madhubala. No Chandukai, it's not Bisal Baad, it's the first film of Madhubala. That's the biggest hint. Which movie? Of course, Rashmi, that is right. And Chandukaka, yes, Mehel, it is the movie Mehel, which released in 1949. This was also the movie that gave Lata Mangeshkar her first hit songs. So actually, if you go to think about it, this movie launched both the playback singer Lata Mangeshkar and the leading lady Madhubala into superstardom. Also, this was one of the last films of Ashok Kumar in a lead role. Not his last film, but his last film in a lead role. So, over to you, Hemant, for this first performance of today evening.
Thank you very much, Kavita. And I like this song, and I'm told that this is one of the favorite songs of Lataji herself. So I often like to play this song. So enjoy the song from Mahal. Thank you.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I think, like Ashok Shergaonkar has said, he can listen to you playing this any number of times. Likewise, I think the audience will say any number of times that you play this, we would be completely happy to listen to you.
Thank
So
you,
moving
Ashok.
on to the next one. Again, the question for this movie. It is supposed to be the first color film of AVM Productions. Also, the movie in which Raj Kapoor and Nargis were paired together for the last time as leads. In fact, the same year in which Nargis made a special appearance in the climax of Jaagte Raho, which was released in 1956 as a tribute to her movies with RK Films. Which is the movie that I'm talking about? The first color film of AVM Productions, but no, Mrinal, it's not Shri 420. The last movie in which Raj Kapoor and Nargis came together as the lead pair. You're very close. Just after that. Which one was it? It's also the movie in which Shankar Jaikishan won the Filmfare Award for the Best Music Director. I'm going to give this one to you. It is Chori Chori, released in 1956. And a song from this movie. Back to you, Hemant.
I think most of my friends and music lovers, they like to hear this song when somebody plays accordion. So I thought of choosing this song, and it's a beautifully played song. Very, very melodious music. Thank you.
Thank you, Hemant. That was absolutely wonderful, of course, again. Medha, yes, we will try to take up the Farmaish if time permits us, yes. And moving on to the next song. The first Indian movie to be shot in Europe. Raj Kapoor's first color film and the movie in which Raj Kapoor made his debut as editor. Yes, that was instant. Yes, of course. The answer is Sangam, which also happened to be the last movie of Raj Kapoor with Vaijanti Mala. Released in 1964, the first movie again to have not one but two intervals with a runtime of 3 hours and 58 minutes. Coming up, the next performance from this song, from this movie.
Yeah, this is one song that everybody visualizes when someone talks about accordion, especially in India. Especially the my friends and everyone who loves the Hindi film music, they remember Raj Kapoor playing this instrument on the screen, and that's how it became more popular. So just going to play. Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely awesome. The ease with which he plays the instrument just shows the depth of the passion that he has for it. And moving on to the next one. Again, another first. It was the first film of the hit pair, Rajesh Khanna and Sharmila Tagore. It was also the first Hindi film to run successfully for more than 100 days with 4 shows a day in non Hindi speaking Indian states. Which is this movie that I'm talking about? Yes, of course, Vasudevan and Rajendra, of course, Mrinal, everyone, Medha. It is the super hit film of 1969, Aradhana. Also, interestingly, when Shakti Samant was shooting the song Mere Sapno Ki Rani, he couldn't get combined dates from Rajesh Khanna and Sharmila Tagore. And because Sharmila Tagore couldn't make it to Darjeeling, so only Rajesh Khanna's portions of was shot, showing him driving the jeep across the hills. Sharmila's footage was separately shot in Mumbai, where a train set was erected in a studio. Finally, the two footages were edited together to appear as if they were in the same frame. Yes, the next song from this movie, Aradhana, coming up.
Thank you, Kavita. This is one of its kind, and it's a very different type of music that come from the Burmans. It's coming from H.T. Burman's composition, and I'm sure there are many others who contributed, like Kirsi Lord and maybe even R.D. Burman probably. So there are many others who must have supported. So I'm going to play this.
Beautiful, absolutely wonderful. I think a lot of us got nostalgic by listening to that tune. And moving on to the next one. There's a very interesting piece of trivia for this movie. Normally, Lata Mangeshkar would sing all the songs in films which were made by Raj Kapoor. This is the only Raj Kapoor film made in which not a single song has been sung by Lata Mangeshkar. The film was the debut of, yes, Chandu Kaka, of course, he answered it. The film was the debut of Rishi Kapoor as a child actor, also Shailendra's debut as songwriter for this film. Yes, like Chandu Kaka has said, this movie is the iconic film of 1970, Mera Naam Joker. Uh, Raj Kapoor put in his own money in the film. He also mortgaged his house. The film took 6 years to complete and unfortunately created a huge loss at that time for Raj Kapoor. This is the second movie to have two intervals with a runtime of 4 hours and 15 minutes. That's huge. But an extremely beautiful song from this movie coming up next.
Thank you, Kavita. I'm going to play Jaane Kahan Gaye Wo Din. I had a choice between Jina Yahan versus Jaane Kahan. But I don't know, I'm going to play this today. Hope you like it. This is in Shivaranjani Raga. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Hemant. Also, to the audience, we have got a request from Hemant's sister-in-law. She says she wants him to play Ye Raate, Ye Mausam. Of course, she says he plays it beautifully. So for her, we will be taking up this request. Of course, this movie from Dilli Ka Thug, that is the movie. It was starring Kishore Kumar and Nutan, music by Ravi, which was released in 1958. So this one, we take up this special request. For the others, we will come back to you later. Hemant, back to you for this one.
Thank you, Kavita. Okay. This was not a planned performance, but let us take it. Thank you, Anuradha, for the information. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Hemant. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so Medha has put in a request. Medha, you wanted him to play Zindagi Bhar Nahi Bhulenge. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish the finale and we're going to come back to Medha for this request. So audience, as promised by Parag, here comes the finale. We are going to see a beautiful travel video of Vijay's Leh ride, a 15-day trip which he made in the year 2017 from Jammu to Chandigarh. And perfectly coordinating this video is a song by Hemant, Musafir Hu Yaro, from the movie Parichay. So पेश है विजय का सफर हेमंत के मुसाफिर के साथ, presenting to you our signature fusion, the Glyphs Jugalbandi. Here it comes. That was so beautiful. An audio and visual treat. A perfect end to a beautiful evening. And Hemant, like we promised Medha, we would want you to take up the song a little bit at least as a tribute to Medha. She's asked you thrice. Zindagi भर नहीं भूलेंगी ये बरसात की रात. So over to you for that one.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hemant. Thank you for all our viewers, to all our viewers, for all their beautiful comments and appreciation in the chat box. On behalf of our audience and Team Glyphs, heartfelt thanks to our guests Vijay and Hemant. Thank you, Vijay. Thank you, Hemant, for joining us today on our channel today.
Most welcome. My pleasure. Thank you, Glyphs team. Thanks for inviting me.
Thank you so much. The pleasure is entirely ours. We also would like to thank Purvaja Kerkar and Chandu Kare for introducing today's guests, Vijay and Hemant sir, to our channel Glyphs. The Glyphs CCE show has celebrated a milestone of completing 50 episodes, just the way Parag shared. We have touched lives of so many people. We've brought happiness to so many people. And we've given them an opportunity to openly share their passion with a free mind on this channel, irrespective of the age or place or culture. We wish to touch the lives of many more people out there who are waiting for an opportunity like this. And friends, for this, we are now building a bigger team, a larger team, a better infrastructure, so that we can reach out to everyone in all corners of the world and bring that inner happiness that one can only get by sharing the inner passion. If you have liked the episodes, the experience, and the concept, we are now open to have your financial support to help us build a stronger platform than ever before. Your financial support, however big or small, is extremely valuable to us. Again, you can see a Google Pay number as well as a QR code for any contribution that will enable us to take this beautiful concept forward. So please do help us in this initiative of reaching out to people in all corners of the world. We also thank our ever-efficient back-end team for their efforts in preparing every episode flawlessly. Of course, the founders, Salil, Tanushri, and Gayatri, for innovating this idea and creating this awesome channel. Last but not the least, our wonderful audience from India and from across the globe for watching, supporting, and encouraging us during each episode of our channel, Glyphs CCE. To the audience, in case anyone is interested in interacting with our guests right now, please put in your name in the chat box or press the button, raise hand, and we can get you backstage to talk to them. We are your hosts. I am Kavita Avasthi, and with me is my co-host.
And I'm Parag Vartak.
Yes, Parag. Thank you. We are your hosts signing off for today. My team and I shall be waiting to see you on our next episode, where we introduce you to the passion of drama and trekking. So tune in on Thursday at 7 o'clock and be there to experience a new world of passion. Until then, stay safe, keep exploring your passions, and do take very good care of yourself. Good night and have a lovely week ahead. Thank you. Next Sunday, we are going to be having a special episode which is dedicated to the kids. So, to encourage our little wonders with their amazing passions, please be there next Sunday, 5 o'clock on Glyphs CCE to experience a new style of the younger generation of presenting their passions. Thank you.